We got us a Simon together with Athel, man. We got us a Draco. Kiosku is going to be first up. Looks like they're sending the boy out. Arya as well as Drake. With Kiosku to be first up. Is Kiosku trying a different build? Last time we looked at Kiosku, it turned out they were playing Coordinated Assault, the new one. Now, the Coordinated Assault does not show up in the UI, so it was hard to tell what they were doing. But they were playing Coordinated. Gonna be Yosuck up next, up first actually, with a full Storm Static Totem versus Kiosku. Big Death Shock him as a bop on the wall, trying to go for a little bit of survivability. Got him early wolves up, and that's gonna be healing surges back to back, trying to get himself a little bit more healing to work with. Kiosku backing up out of there with a grenade thrown out. And is trying to keep the traps for Yosuck as he goes in for a pretty big heal. As long as he's got a Maelstrom, he should be able to heal plenty. That's gonna be a freezing trap. As Kiosku, I think gonna still play the... I gotta watch out for Coordinated Assault. Like, Coordinated Assault does like a little leap, and then you basically empower your grenades and you kill shots whenever your pet attacks. It's one or the other, so you basically just want to have both those abilities off cooldown to see if they do anything. Yosuck trying to see if you can potentially fight through Kiosku. Able to heal. Capacity Totem is Kiosku trying to back up out of there. That's going to be Elemental Blast, but doesn't have the Maelstrom for it. Yosuck may be in a bit of trouble as he gets super low on health, frozen in place. As Kiosku going for a bit of medic bandages, trying to keep himself afloat while trying to keep Yosuck at low health. Potentially kill shots to take him out. Yosuck at super low. May need some wolves in order to get a Maelstrom. Death Shock could be very deadly. It looks like it is going to end up taking him out as Kiosku just kept the pressure going. I wonder, again, I'm gonna guess Kiosku's playing a Coordinated Assault build, so it's like a proper Survival Hunter, but it's a lot more muted Survival Hunter. Got himself a Trinket. I think maybe Battle Master's dropping on Freezing Trap for Chill Pills, who is gonna walk into it. No Trinket available. Let's just try to see if we can play maybe what kind of a build. I think same build of Frost Decade is going for big obliterates. Stun to Kiosku with a Strangulate, into a Strangulate Silence, into a Slows. As Kiosku trying to see if he can escape from Quake, blind to follow. As Shilpa's turning onto the pet, trying to go for a little bit of healing. It's going to be muted turtle for Kiosku as it gets super low. And Shilpa's looking to punish the pet, maybe see if he can carve it open. It's going to be going for the big old obliterate, but the Freezing Trap stops in place. Kiosku just continues purging Chilpils off of buffs with a Trank Shot, trying to keep the pressure going. It looks like Kiosku's playing for Surfacing build. I wonder if he has a Surfacing where it builds up in damage, or maybe just Surfacing that just does more damage but can cleave. I guess only time will tell, but they are playing a little bit like a mix of pet damage, a mix of their own damage, focusing grenades, Death Chakram to follow, quite a bit of damage with Chill Pills. He's trying to see if he can maybe fight through it. Gonna be Lichborn with a bit of defensive. Trinket's out, actually IBS out of that stun with immediate Freezing Trap stopping him in place. So Kiosku, if anything, at least is able to get cooldowns on Chill Pills and then freeze him in place before he can go for recovery, so he can then fight Chill Pills after the cooldown have fallen. So you're not fighting against Death Knight, throwing in all your damage abilities. Why he's got a big defensive on him? Instead, you're only fighting him whenever he is open. Kiosku still have dots on him though, or that or the pet. Dropping down to Death and Decay as Shilpils does burn a Death back. Trying to see if he can avoid Kiosku. I think he's playing for double Death and Decay. I could be wrong with that one, but maybe playing for double Death and Decay. Freezing Trap onto Shilpils is trying to see if he can get out. It looks like he kind of slipped. Looks like he tried to hit Kiosku, but then he kind of slipped on frozen ice and got frozen. Trying to see if he can raise walk back to Kiosku's double trap. Charge trap is going to be slowing Kiosku with a quick Aspect of the Eagle. Utilizes this pillar in the middle just to avoid Shilpils as best as it can. Hiding behind it as best as possible as Shilpils trying to go for a bit of recovery. Blind to Kiosku, trying to get some blasts onto the bed. Could potentially take the momentum onto Kiosku. Big damage to follow. Big obliterates right after. Kiosku could be a bit of trouble. Silence could be limited on what he can use. Going to be surrounded the first to give him a better damage reduction. I think maybe up to 40% if he goes in for the big defensive version of it. Shilpils super low in health. Could be anyone's game. Kiosku no health at all. Oh, Shilpils narrowly lands the kill. Just end up swiping out Kiosku in cap by Draco, who is going to see a death strike out of Shilpils. Trying to see if he can blast him out. Look at you catch back up with a Tiger's Fury. Just needs some kind of a slow on Shilpils, but I don't know if you can do it. I think it's a Death Advance. Does finally get Children in place. Shilpils going for a couple of heals. Does he have anything? Oh, Draco taking him out, but Shilpils was at no health whatsoever. There's only so much you can do, you can really do, but he did recover quite a bit to fighting a Hunter. Last time before Draco can even go behind the pillars, Var just catches him in place into a Root Totem, doesn't let him go anywhere. Look at that control, that is so good. As Draco going in for instant cast healing, trying to maybe get some break out of that totem. It's going to be static totem, focusing on that. Massive alien blast does get him super critical low. Going for that karma and try to see if he can go for a bit of recovery. Fist of Fear flying versus Var. Got himself a diffuse or a dampen harm. Trying to reduce some of the damage taken. Var with a wall, just trying to see if he can maybe last an hour as Draco as best as possible. Did drop down the stun totem. Dude, that alien blast pipes. What was that? I think it was a crit too. Actually, From what I've seen, from what I heard, Enhanced Shamans, if they crit and they get the biggest Alley Blast, they could one-shot somebody. It's a big old cannonball that just consumes you. Like the last one, Draco, who does use Diffuse Magic though. He got Diffuse Magic, Dampen Harm, that's a lot of defensives. Got himself a Wolves, double Wolves for versus Draco. Wait, Var got so many of these Wolves on him. That's a lot of mass to get it generated. Plus these Wolves will make the enemy more vulnerable to various elements. So Frost Wolves make you take more Frost damage. Lightning Wolves make you take more Nitro damage. A big Alley Blast. Oh, Var just turned around Trinkets and just said, sit down, son. Got no night-night, boy. Get him, night-night, boy. Oh, my God. Putting that man to sleep. Oh, my goodness. Jesus. I put people to sleep with my commentary. Var just puts him down with Alley Blast. Try to see if he can avoid not Arya, but it's just not going to be given an opportunity. Man, Enhanced Shaman can pipe. Oh my God, the damage though. Oh, you got to be afraid of Enhanced Shaman now, boys. Maybe if this man's can figure out how to, maybe have to restructure the build to be a bit more defensive so you can survive a little bit longer. But if you can do that every single time and live, Enhancement could be a top 1 competitor for duels, man. Big blast and burst damage, lots of utility, roots, stunts from range, all that. Rokai tried to go for a bit of a CC breaker with that trinket away from Nararia. There's going to be a bit karma, and there's also going to be also defensive with Dampen Harm, but Rokai is super low on health. Trying to use the karma to reverse damage back at Arya, but I think it may be orifice if you're flying, but is it just wasted? Arya trying to see if he can avoid him as best he can, trying to avoid the Zuan, just going for the death call at the end. He's actually playing a different build. Wait, Arya's playing a different build. I'm not seeing Magus of the Dead. Or is it still Magus' build? He may still be a Magus build, but I could be wrong on that one. He's not a Magus build. Oh, wait, he is. I think he still is. But damn, oh my God, what did he do to that man? Chaldea got blasted out. I'm not even sure what happened. Oh my goodness. Wow. Chill, not Arya with 3. Chill pulls with 1. Where's Moment Var in there? It's with 1. Bro, Enhanced with Shamans are so good. How do you even do that much damage with an Alley Blast, by the way? I effed up my CDs. It's all good, Diamond Wolf. We'll get another chance here. We'll get another go. Don't worry about it. Okay, I need to take a look at Shaman real quickly. So there's like a combination. I'm not quite sure exactly what they do on PTR to make this happen, but they recently changed the Frost Wolf build where your wolves, elemental wolves, fire, and nature frost, all apply a debuff on the enemy so they take more damage from the element that they are. So like a Frost Wolf makes it take more frost damage. Is the problem with that is Alley Blast, the ability. There's gotta be Shaman nearby here, right? Ryu over here. The problem is with Alley Blast, the ability, it does elemental damage. It does all the elements, which is a ton. When you have all these spirits making the enemy take more damage from element, I imagine they can stack. So Alley Blast can just be insanely good. When you pick up Overflow Maelstrom, so you use 10 Maelstrom on a single blast, and it's incredibly good with Alley Blast. Oh my God, chat. All right, let's get another one going here, boys, yeah? My goodness.